Kakati mchala Margaret. Wano we wobeera.
Wano we banfunidde we nabadde mbeera nannyiniwo yazze n'aŋŋamba nti nveemu kaakati abazira kisa kwe kumpa muno akasenga ak'okubeeramu
n'abaana bo
n'abaana bange naye nga ababiri bali ku ssomero.
Margaret, she's a mother of 4. She's a widow, and these 2 kids you see here, they are orphans, but she has other 2 who are not here. They are in a boarding school, but before she's been living in that house over there, other house here, and she has taken refuge here in one of the smaller rooms. So this is the lady who has offered her to support, to provide one room there for her kids and herself. So now this is a new home for them. So she has no place where she can build. She has no place to stay. She's just seeking refuge here, you know. And this lady has been very generous. Now Juliet has been very generous to this.
Nebanga jango berengo kumirawo abaana aba babiri kati nange kwe kujja ne tujanga tubeeramu niye kwe gaba ennyumba erimu ebisenge ebinene ensonga lwaki feta tusobola okujja.
Okay. Juliet says that this house doesn't belong to her. It was given to her by okay, there were 2 orphans living in this house. So she used to live in a nearby small town, and she was asked by the LOC, by the local leadership, to come and stay with these kids as a foster mother. So she doesn't own the house, but she's been generous to this lady to keep her also, to be here and raise this couple of... How many children are in this house? There are 7 children in this house. There are 7 children in this house, you know, living with these 2 mothers, and this house doesn't belong to them. So they are just here for, you know, for temporary. And she's also a widow. So you can imagine the situation where they're living. So I was asking her whether where do they get food, and she said they just go and dig for work. They dig somebody's garden and get food, and they dig and get money, things like that. Okay, she's saying that there are some generous community members who support them, you know, give them some food, clothing for the children, some sort, things like that. So there is some kind of a community support that they get sometimes. But you'd imagine people in this region, in fact, generally in this country, live on $1 a day. Poor people in the rural areas live on $1 a day. So you'd imagine how somebody else who has like a family of 7 children or 8 or 10 and also supports these other kids, you know, who are orphans. So it's a very big sacrifice, and it's a stretch of resources around here. So Juliet is saying that some of these kids are ready to go to school, but they have no support. So they are requesting for any generous people to give support towards their education.
They got 7 kids in this house, like you've heard, and all they want is to go to school, to boarding school, and we can't fix everything, but boarding school for these kids should be within our reach. Should be.
stay with the kids here. It's where they sleep. It's their bedroom. You can see the house inside. It has some cracks. You see the roof. It's another family which stays in this house. This is another group of children who sleep in this house, and these three sleep in this room. They don't have doors, they don't have windows. You can see how dark it is. No ventilators. The place is terrible. It's terrible.
This, note the smile right here. Just says more than anything. That I could say. Thank you.
Wait.
As you can see, they don't have kitchen. They cook from here, outside here. You can imagine when it rains what they do. Cook from here. They don't. Do you have saucepan? We know it's a clear.
They are leaking.
But they don't have saucepans. They don't have spoons. They don't have cups. They don't have plates. You see, they are like 2 plates, and they are using it as you see this population. They are using it all. All of them are using 2 plates only.